Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. This is the Purple Fashionista. So the vanity is complete. I cannot tell you how happy I am about it. The lights are in and they were actually just $15. If you want to see how I installed them, stay tuned. So I put the supplies along the bottom of the screen because if I forgot anything, then I'll just add it there afterwards. But you want to remove the lights and then take all the pieces out. Now these are 3 hardwired, which means each one comes with an electrical outlet that you can plug into the wall. We're going to remove those and then make them one continuous light piece. Now, since we only need 1 plug in the wall, we're going to remove 2 of the plugs from 2 of the light bars. You're going to go in and just basically take the electrical tape off, undo the cones that they screwed in, and then pull out the cord. And this was it wasn't as hard as I thought it was going to be because they kind of make it really easy actually. There's this plastic piece you have to pull through, pull the cord through in the end, what I'm doing now, and then you're just basically going to pull that out of its hole. Now because I wanted it all plugged into kind of one electrical outlet or wall outlet, I went ahead and connected the 2 light bars to the 3rd light bar so that when I plugged that one in and turned it on, they all turned on at the same time. Some of the tips that I will give you here are make sure that you give yourself enough wiring. It's 16 feet that you're going to buy if you buy the kind I bought, so you're going to have more than enough to make mistakes. So I'm glad I had enough because I did make a couple of mistakes, but make sure you have enough wire so that when you actually go in and connect, you're not having to recut. I think I had to recut 2 or 3 times, which was okay, but if I had made them longer in the beginning, I never would have had that issue and it would have saved me time. So you want to remove the plastic coating that's on the outside to expose the copper wires, and then you're basically going to connect those copper wires to the light bar. Now I got to the black wire. I did not get 1 white and 1 black wire. They basically did the same thing, so I just made sure that I did not mix my wires, and so I didn't have an issue. But you want to connect these 2, and then you're going to screw on the connector just like that. And here I am just making sure that it's going to fit, to later realize that it wasn't. All right, and then again, I'm zooming in here because I want you to see up close what it looks like. You're basically going to take the 2 cord pieces, or I'm sorry, wire pieces, kind of twist them together, and be careful because that copper is very sticky and prickly, and it kind of hurts if you like stab your finger with it. And then you're basically just going to cover it with the wire connector. Now, to make things more simple, I basically use the outlets as the extra piece to connect the 2 light bars so that I only was cutting 1 piece of the other one. Now, I will say on this piece that I'm cutting here, you're going to have to add an extension piece because it's not really long enough to connect without it. Now, I made sure that I only connected 3 wires at a time because that's kind of what I felt safe with. I'm not sure what the load of these is, and I'm not an electrician, so if you don't feel comfortable enough to do this on your own, please seek professional help. I felt comfortable enough to do this, to add the 3, but I did not feel comfortable enough to add any more than that. So again, you want to make sure that you remove the plastic wiring, and then you're basically going to connect the pieces using the wire connectors. Now, this is where I'm adding the extension piece, because I realized that it wasn't going to be long enough to connect without getting longer. The lights do come with extra screws. They come with an extra cone protectors, so you don't necessarily have to go out and buy anymore. You can, it's always an option, but you don't necessarily have to, because extras do come in the box. And I think it's just because if you want to do something like this, you're able to do that. So basically I connected it, and then that's kind of it. Alright, so we're going to finish connecting the light bar. Here I'm connecting the white piece with the white piece. You want to make sure, I cannot stress this enough, you want to make sure that you are not mixing up these wires, meaning if it's white on one side, you want to make sure that it's white on the other side. I know we're using black wiring for both ends, basically because it does the same thing and it was cheaper, but you do not want to mix those up. So when you go to connect the two pieces, this is basically what you're going to do. You're going to connect that white piece, and then you're going to go to the other side and cut that wire, remove the plastic coating, and then connect those pieces. Again, you'll have to add an extension piece because it's just not long enough to connect without using one. When you're finished and you've connected all of your wire pieces, you want to get some electrical tape and basically cover all of those, the bottom of those wire pieces. You can get this at your local hardware store or Walmart. I suggest you plug in to make sure that the lights work, because if not, then you kind of have to start all over again. And because I wanted the lights to lay flat or flush against each other, I went ahead and drilled some holes into the metal. This is very, very hard to do, but as long as you have enough pressure, you'll make it through, girl. I promise. Alright guys, we're almost finished. You want to screw the lights into the wall. Again, the screws and the anchors come with the lights, so everything you need is kind of in those 3 boxes. I want to note here that you don't want to exceed the max amount of wattage for the light bars and for the plug. The light bars come with 4 LED lights, which give off 5 watts of electricity for a total of 20 watts per light bar. We have 3 of them, so that gives us a total of 60. The light bar, each light bar can take about 120 watts of electricity, and then the plug can take about 150 watts of electricity. Make sure you do not overlook this step because it's very important, because we're not electricians, so we want to make sure we follow our guidelines. All right guys, so I have put everything where it's supposed to be, I guess. This took some time because some of this was crooked, so I had to fix it. Yeah, so look at my mess. Oh, it's terrible. But everything is good. Now I'm going to remove the plastic from these. So I'm almost finished. Wouldn't you believe that I have lost one of the chrome things? It's around here somewhere. I'm gonna find it. But in the meantime, oh, y'all don't know how hard it was to put this piece on right here. Because of the cord at the bottom, see the cord right there? You can barely see it. But because of the cord at the bottom, then I had to go in and make it a little higher so the cord could fit. But hey, I did it. It's over. I feel like this has been the longest process for me. I almost gave up. That's let me just finish tonight so that way when in the morning I'm not looking at it. I'm not looking at it. So let me find my one chrome piece, and the next stuff you'll see is gonna be the finished product as it stands. This is where we are right now. Don't forget, if you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Yes. And share. You know, if you like this video, share. If you like me, share. You know what I'm saying? I'm not judging. I'm kind of judging. You know, I'm judging. I got a lot of views, not a lot of subscribers. So I'm gonna need y'all to subscribe. But anyway, I'll be back with the final product.